Hey, what is up, guys? It's MetaGamesGX here, and we are joined with my friend Jason Lara. And what did you end up doing this past week?
So this past weekend, I went undefeated with Mermail Atlantean and ended up winning my Supreme Darkness pre-release event, going undefeated 4-0.
Woo, let's go. Yeah, no, and I saw you posted the list in our Discord. Do you have any shouts or things to say before we get into the deck profile?
Oh, most definitely. Shout out to my friend Jorge, my friend Leon, my friend Danny, Arturo, and my whole YuGiOh team. They gave me so many pieces of advice. They helped me test, and it's just overall great friends and testing partners. And I owe this victory to them. Thanks for all the testing. You guys are great.
All right, awesome. And how many in the main deck?
43.
43. All right, let's get into it then.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go with Mermails first. Three, I was Ryan. This card absolutely bonkers. It's one of the main starters of the deck. Second best card in my opinion, because it tributes a Mermail Atlantean for cost to summon a level 7 Aqua fish or sea serpent from deck or add it to hand. Is absolutely insane, and she works as a disruption during your opponent's turn because she banishes herself, and you get to discard a card and draw a card. It's absolutely insane. Next, three, oh, Shadow Squad. This is kind of an e-telly for the deck. When it's sent for cost of a water monster, you get to summon a Mermail or Atlantean from your deck, lower for lower. On field, it becomes level 7 by pitching a card, so it creates great Xyz plays. And throwback 3, Abestius. I had second thoughts of playing triple Abestius because the discard is a little bit iffy, but once I started testing the deck more and more, I realized that this card is so strong. Pitching Shadow Squad or Dragoons, it makes it Nibiru safe. It's absolutely crazy. And I play 3 Mermail Abbey Spike. It's a little odd to play triple Abbey Spike because most of the lists play only 2. I think 3 is absolutely great because it's a great starter, great normal summon aside from the Neptibus, but I think 3 is pretty standard.
You wouldn't cut it down to two ever.
No, not at all. I wouldn't. Starting with this card and pitching either Shadow Squad or Dragoons is absolutely insane. And it searches your Rhine, so it gives you so much setup. And for my one-offs, so I am on Gund. Gund, it's a little bit iffy because I see most of the list not playing Gund, but the pitching to summon back a Mermail from your graveyard it creates a lot of success plays and it's a little bit clutch. Actually, Gunday got me my victory against Rizio Finsmith in time because I pitched Gund and another water to summon Megalo, which I am playing, and I summoned back a Pike, and with Megalo I searched Trina, and I went for Kraken to burn for game, and time was called, so that got me the game.
Wow. So do you so you still run the Megalo because you are on the new Poseidra? Do you still so you might want to explain that maybe when we get to the Poseidra, but so you still find use in the Megalo for searching like the Abyss cards as an extender and OTK tool kind of thing?
Correct, absolutely correct. And I went for the Megalo OTK against Malice, but they had the Bestial, so I had to stop it. But I still Mulling Glacia his hand, and I Trished because I am on Trish, and he couldn't recover from there. That's it for my Mermails. And now for the very fun part, the Atlanteans. Best best card in the deck. Neptibus is absolutely insane. This card is bonkers. If I could describe it in any way, it would be like that. This card creates so much pressure on your opponent. It forces an interaction regardless, because they want to stop your adding, but you still get to play the game because of your cost. So your best cost would be Shadow Squad, because it's always treated as an Atlantean card. So you get to dump Shadow Squad. If it gets Ash, you can still get to play summoning Pike out of Shadow Squad. So it creates so many plays. Best card. Love this card. And 3 Dragoons, obviously main searcher of the deck, is sent for cost, add a Sea Serpent that step itself, not once per turn. So we get to abuse this card in immense amounts. And the new card that I've been waiting for to play ever since it got revealed, Surpassed, the Raging Atlantean. This card, I will describe it as Mathmech Circular. It's so good. A Shadow Squad Dragoons on summon on just summoning him. So it creates so much pressure to your opponent. They have to stop this, otherwise you will go off. Because if you see Poseidra any other water, you're going to see Neptibus regardless. And it's a level 7 that you can summon with Rhine. So going second, it's not that bad anymore because you get to summon the new Poseidra and get to play the game and return back whatever is interrupting you. I think I wouldn't. I mean, you get to summon it with Rhine, but I'm still on Silicant, so I like to Poseidra. Plus, there's a combo that I'm playing with. It's the goo, and I need the second Poseidra, but I will show that
Really?
later.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, if there's time, I will show you the combo.
Sure.
And my last Atlantean is infantry. I was debating of playing a second one with the new Poseidra, but I think one is all you need. Plus, what's it called? Detonator protects its Cs, so human might not pop detonator, but the field spell, just the one disruption is fine. And for my one-offs, this a broken card, Minstrel. This card is absolutely insane. I wish I could play more, but if I would, I will be breaking, sadly. But it's a searchable. Peek at your opponent's hand and banish a card from their hand face up. So against what was it? Y Forest Esamina, I looked at their hand and pitched their Ash. I summoned Coelacanth and they conceded from there because they couldn't out the board with double toad. So this
Yeah, I've
card is
never
absolutely
seen a
insane.
card that makes people scoop more than Deep Sea Minstrel.
Yeah, this card is absolutely insane. And I was banishing Imperms, Nibiru's, Ash Blossom, Super Polymerization. It's insane. And along with the hand ripping card, one Moaning Glacia, a searchable, pitch 2 cards from your opponent, and you get to summon this mid combo. And this comes out after Toad. So if you get Nibiru'd, that's Toad can negate it. If you still get Nibiru'd and Toad is not there, you still get to pitch 2. The only sad thing is you will not get your battle phase, but I'm pretty sure you will scoop. They will scoop if you do that. If you hit the right cards, I'm sorry.
Yep.
And I'm back on A grind. This card's a little bit iffy for me. It's a good starter because you get to pitch a water to summon her. And it's a level 7 tuner. It gives me access to Shenging, which I'm on right now. And I was debating on not playing her, but there was a time when I came in third playing Mermail, and I was on her because my opponent couldn't out Chengying. And I think Chengying is a pretty good pressure card. So I decided just a random throw in, and it worked. I could see myself cutting Agrin. And my last card, this busted card, the Coelacanth, just summon a bunch of fishes from deck. And if it were targeted, you get to tribute another fish to negate and destroy that card. It's pretty fun. And not once per turn, by the way.
Do you usually go for Coelacanth, or is that more of a thing like you do through hand traps?
If I get hand trapped into Oblivion, I go into Coelacanth. But the only bad thing is that Coelacanth is a pretty hard choke point. If they have another hand trap to stop Coelacanth, it probably will end your turn. But if they don't, you just play through hand traps. And for my hand trap line, I'm on 12 non-engine. So 3 Ash, mandatory, 3 Nibs, 3 Droll. I'm on Droll right now because locally here, there's a lot of combo decks and there's Phantom Knight, there's what is it, Yubel, White Forest, Snake Eye, Tempai, Bestial, Finsmith. There's a bunch of meta decks here, and I think Droll is pretty good. This is a local choice, but if I were to go to another event, I will probably cut Droll inside it and play Impulse instead when I get my hands on Impulse, of course. And 3 Imperms.
Yeah, I
Please.
think Droll is super solid too into like the Mitsurugi decks and a lot of the post Suda decks. So I think that's
No,
like
correct.
totally a fair choice. Have you ever tested like Mulcharmy in there? Or do you like Mulcharmies or is that
I want to play Merchalmi, but I don't own them. I want to get purrely first, then Fuwalos,
I was
just
gonna
because
say that's
it's a
combo.
water.
Yeah, it's a combo
Correct.
piece for you.
Yeah,
So
it's a water. So yep.
nice.
And spells, I'm only on 3. They're trying to a searchable monster reborn with Megalo. Call by the Grave because Droll is cringe for this deck. And 1 for 1 just to get my access to Neptibus. And my goo card, I am on Abbysphere.
S-
Um,
so you'll have to
Go ahead.
explain this. What is your theory behind Abyss Sphere?
Okay. Neptibus can get you into this card with Abyss Stride, which is the new Exceed from Supreme Darkness, and you get to summon Pike out of your deck. You pitch a Neptibus that you search mid combo. It will not resolve, and then Neptibus will summon the new Poseidra from your graveyard, and it's another disruption. It's another bounce, and you can send Dragoons or send infantry for a pop or a search. Pretty
That
insane.
is big brain. I like that a lot. That's a really
Yeah,
cool. Yeah, wow, okay.
it is, and it's pretty threatening because the M board ends up with Double Toad, the Link 3, and Tride plus a Sphere plus other cards in your hand. It's pretty insane. It's a
You
pretty
do you
menacing
not
board.
like the other do you not like the other trap, the draw card over that? Do you prefer Sphere over that?
I most definitely do. I like disruption rather than drawing cards because I think drawing is more for setup. Because I'd like to disrupt my opponent with what I have and then go for game. The following turn, shoutouts to Brandit for that because Puppet Log used to do that, so I got used to doing that. So I think this fits my playstyle.
Awesome. Let's see that extra
And
deck.
oh, the most of it is just the fun part. Like I said, I am on Chengyin because that tournament my opponent couldn't out it, and I remembered that and never summoned it, but it's better to have it just in case. Plus, this you can trigger this with Rhine in graveyard during your opponent's turns, which is pretty nice. And I'm on Trish because hand looping. Links. I am on Silantis because it goes in pair with Coral Anemone. There was a time in the tournament where I they floodgated me with and the ban played on, which is very annoying because I couldn't summon level 7s. So I went for the Coral Anemone Waterlock, and I just banished his whole board because I Book of Eclipse and then went for this. It was insane. They couldn't recover from that.
I see some decks actually cut that, but I feel like the Coral Anemone like Waterlock is just nuts with Zealantis because that is a straight board wipe. So yeah,
Correct.
it's so
It's
good.
the panic button, basically. And of course, the Mermail King. This reminds me so much of the Seymour Link, just because the mere fact that you cannot target what it points to. That thing that makes it super strong. It protects you from Valor and Imperm. It protects your Toad. I think it's pretty good. And lastly, I am on Abyslacia. I was debating so hard on not playing this card, but throughout testing, it came out to be pretty good. Plus, the 500 boost where it points to, it's pretty good. There was a time where I was playing a friendly. My friend was on Malice Kashtira, and I ended on Toad with Abyslacia. He went battle phase and he crashed because he forgot that Abyslacia boosted uh, what it points to, so he had to concede from there because I
Oh my
had
gosh.
Infantry and Dragoons in my hand. Yep.
Yeah.
And I rank 7, Abystrite, Gaios, Poseidon Abyss. This card is absolutely insane. Broken, non-targeting bounce, insane.
So
And
would you like to explain the new Ixies for people too? Because I'm
a-
very interested in the Abyss Trite, in combination how it works with these other Ixies.
absolutely. Okay, so Abystrite on summon you can target a level 7 or lower Aqua, Sea Serpent, or Fish in your graveyard and summon it. So mid combo, you can summon back Dragoons, you can summon back Silicant, Neptibus. It's just another extender. It's another free body. Plus, she boosts all water monsters by 300 per material that she has. So it's another 300 boost, so it's pretty good. And she can set an abyss trap card from your deck. So my choice was Abbysphere, and there's other options, but it's just a free extender, free body, and you can slap Poseidon Abyss on top of her.
Yeah, no, she seems incredible for the deck.
It is actually rank force dweller. I did not go for this throughout the whole tournament, but it's better to have it because this cooks Yubel and Fire King. I was expecting Fire King because 2 weeks ago there was a guy who won with Fire King, so I thought of playing it, but I never went for it.
I also think it's
And
just super important
go
in
ahead.
this format, to be honest, with like Mitsurugi and Fiendsmith. Like, I think it's just like you said, it's just a nice thing to have, even if you don't go into it.
Exactly. And if you dweller, Yubel, they end their turn.
Yeah.
And my time card, Kragan. I decided to main this rather than side it because you never know when time will be called, and I'd rather have that option in my extra deck rather than relying on my side deck. And of course, double Bahamut Shark and double Toad. Self-explanatory in the Mermail deck. And lastly, for my side, pretty self-explanatory stuff. 3 Lancia, just there's Malice in my local, so just a turn ender. This card absolutely insane. 3 Eclipse, just it allows you to play the game going second, way better than Ruler No More, in my opinion, because you can still shut off their board, and you get to play the game and break their board and go for game. And just back row removal. I was expecting Runic because there are Runic players in my locals, but luckily for me, they didn't go. But yeah, it's just back row removal. 3D barrier. Please see self-explanatory. Hit branded. He hit Rizal most importantly, and 3 evenly matched because there's again Runic and Runic stun on my locals, so rather have it. Did not go for it, but once against Rizal, but I did not see it. I saw Book of Eclipse more, and it worked for me. Okay, so all you have to do is just normal summon Neptibus, activate Neptibus effect. You send Shadow Squad to the graveyard, and you get to add Dragoons. Shadow Squad would trigger another chain. You summon Pike, Pike effect. You pitch Dragoons to add Rhine, Dragoons effect on another chain. You will add the new Poseidra. Then you will activate Rhine's effect, repeating Neptibus to add Teos to your hand. Neptibus effect will trigger, target Dragoons to summon it back. You overlay right here into, Bahamut Shark, which is your 4th summon. You activate Bahamut Shark, detach for cost, and you summon your Toad, which is your 5th summon. So this automatically makes it Nibiru safe. So then, since Dragoons was sent for cost, you get to add a Sea Serpent. Our choice this time will be Molin Glacia. After that, you will summon Teus, pitching the new Poseidra. And with Teus, you will search Gund. And with 5 Waters Engrave, you summon Molin Glacia to your zone. You have to leave the middle zone empty because of Coral Anemone. We're going to go into Coral Anemone right now. So you pitch 2 cards out of your opponent's hand. Then you link Teus and Bahamut Shark into Coral Anemone right here. You activate her effect. Summon Shadow Squad to the arrow she points to. Activate her effect. Pitch these 2 become level 7. Gunday effect will trigger to summon back Pike. And then you will overlay this 2 into the new Xyz. Trite. Trite on summon will target Dragoons, so you'll summon it back. Then you overlay your pike and your dragoons into your second Bahamut Shark. You activate Bahamut Shark's effect. Detach dragoons. Whoops. One step ahead. Summon Toad, and then dragoons will trigger to add, this time, your Neptibus in hand. Then we're going to activate Trite's effect, detach whatever you please to set a B-sphere. Then to end, we will link Bahamut Shark and Coral Anemone into your Mermail King right here on top on this side to make the toad untargetable. So your board should look like this, plus your other cards in your hand. So what this does, you have 2 Omnis, and the toad are 2500 due to Trite's effect. Then during your opponent's turn, if you feel threatened by anything or you want another disruption without using Toad, you activate Sphere to summon Pike from the deck, and then activate Pike because you still get to pay cost. Pitch your Neptibus that you searched, and like I said, it will not resolve. And then on a new chain, Neptibus effect, you will summon back your Poseidra, and this will target another card on the field to bounce it back, and you can send either your infantry for a pop or your dragoons for a search. And that's the combo.
That is a very devastating combo, honestly, because I had known the double toad combo, but the Abyss Sphere adds just like 2 extra interruptions plus a huge body onto it. So I don't know, that's a very good combo. So I really do appreciate you coming on the channel,
Thank you.
Jason, and showing off your Mermail deck. And once again, congratulations on winning your Suda premiere event. And it's
Thank you.
2025. Very much looking forward to what you got in store for the rest of the year. And yeah, no, if you got any last thoughts before we go here.
Let's just hope that this streak will continue. I'm going for my invite. I'm trying to get my invite with this deck, and I really hope that I can make it. And just again, a huge shout out to all my friends that helped me test. I could have not done it without them. And thank you for having me. It was so nice of you. Thank you so much.
Sounds good. We'll be seeing you guys later. Please leave a like down below and comment what you guys thought about Jason's build, and we will be seeing you guys later. Bye now.